Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome to Trade Genius Live. I am your host and brand ambassador of the Edge Funder, Trend Genius, and oh my goodness, let me go. I'm laughing already, y'all. I'm already laughing. Good morning, good morning, Mr. Cologne. Good morning, Morbid Drifter. Good morning. Regina, good morning. Q, good morning. T. Pruitt, good morning. Pivot Point, good morning. J. Roy, he told me he just warming up his Pop Tart. He'd be right. That's too funny. Soaking Insider, good morning. Miss T and her three, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody feeling out there? How are you guys feeling this morning? Let me know. How are y'all feeling this morning? Good, great, rushed, not rushed. Good morning, Daniel. He said that horn. He said, damn, you got me again. Right when I take my eye off the clock. Nice. Nice. Good morning, Daniel. Super Spaceman. Sneha. Serena. Good morning. Good morning. The question is, what type of Pop Tart did you have? Well, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I do not eat Pop Tarts at all. I don't eat nothing in the box at all. So, unfortunately, my bad, Joe. No Pop Tarts for the kid. Um, Kaz, Grand Risings, my brother. Let's see here. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling out there? How are we feeling? Hella bands, yo. Mr. Payout, Jerry Jack in the building. How are y'all feeling, man? Let me know. One word me. How are y'all feeling? Good, rushed, okay. How y'all feeling? Good. First trade of the day this week for me. Okay. Q, tired. Okay. Kiara, good morning. Hope everybody is doing good, feeling good, and ready to see what we can do today. I mean, we're at a very weird time in the market. Y'all know we're at all-time highs and we're at war. Still all of that stuff going on. And dog, what up? Trump needs to never speak again. What you say, Kiara? Trump needs to never speak again. For real, that's how I be feeling. And that's not a political statement. I just feel that way because it's like, dude, when you talking, dude, you just be messing the market up. You know what I mean? I'm doing good, T. Pruitt. Thanks for asking, brother. I'm doing good. So you don't even eat bacon? Heck no. Are you crazy? Morbid Drifter, you trying to kill me? Heck no. I don't eat nothing. I don't eat nothing that has a tail, legs, it has a heart. I eat nothing like that. Kyle said he's feeling refreshed. Morbid Drifter, you trying to kill me, bro? He said, you don't even eat bacon? You trying to kill me, Morbid Drifter. I thought you was my guy. Morbid Drifter trying to kill me. Trump speaking, 20 minutes ago, and he done now. Yeah. Good morning. Bottovan, good morning. Well, um, no, none of that stuff for me, man. I can't do it. That stuff is crazy killer. All right, so let's see here what we got. Let's see here. So we're going to do this. Let's go ahead and check out some news. I want to say it's this one. This one. Let's see here. All right, y'all. My little screens and things is trying to be difficult over here. All right, let's see if we can get this popping. But tell me, man, how y'all feeling though? Where we at? Pivot Point. I know, right? Terry Hart, good morning. Josh Thresh, good morning. He trying to kill Trent. He asked me, you don't even eat no bacon? Nah, man. I can't be eating no bacon, bro. Uh-uh. Can't be doing that. That's no good. Okay. What's going on here? All right, y'all ready? Let's go ahead and get to some news today. And let's knock this out. I ain't gonna lie, Morbid Drifter got my mind going right now. My mind went to another place. All right, y'all, let's get on this news. Let's get cracking. We had core retail sales this morning, 5:30 a.m., and also retail sales. And then we had Trump speaking. It was orange folder this morning at 5:30. I don't know what he said. Maybe you guys may know. Actually, we got the Fed chairman, designate Warsh testifies. That's going to be interesting. Even to know what he's testifying about and how that is going to play into the market. Right now, we're just that is the only other news going on. Pending home sales also at 7 a.m. with this Fed chair designate Warsh testifies little thing going on. And then we also have business inventories. So we definitely need to be mindful. Market might be a little choppy until that time. We'll have to figure it out. But we'll go ahead on and jump to the charts because there's nothing else going on. The rest of this stuff is all overnight. New Zealand, China. We got some news at 11:30 and 1:30, 11:30 a.m. and then 1:30, but that's yellow folder and it's really nothing that we need to be concerned about. Tonight we have look like Great British Pound got some CPI popping. They got some red folder. So if you're trading overnight, just keep that in mind. That around 11 p.m. This is 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you're trading overnight session, just remember that. Let's see what we got. Kick Rocks, good morning, my brother. Want to go vegan, but I'm in an ARC. That's too funny. I love me some candy bacon. Oh my God, that stuff is like heaven in my mouth. I feel you, bro. I feel you, my brother. Jerome in the house, good morning. I think the Supreme Court ruling on tariffs will have a negative effect today. Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point, Soaking Inside. That's a very, very good point. All right, let's get to the charts. Let's go ahead and do our bias. We got 5 minutes before the market opens. So we're already on the 5 minute. So let's go ahead. Let's mark everything out. Let's go. That's 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then we have 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. All right, let's do our daily bias. Let's see what we have here. So this is of course our Asia session. This is our London session. And what are we doing? We're looking to see if London took out Asia highs and or Asia lows. So this would be London's high this would be Asia's high for this section. This would be Asia's high. This would be London's high. So we see London has taken out Asia's high. Did it take out Asia's low? This would be considered Asia's lowest point within this time frame. London did not take that out. So with that said, we are looking for price in the New York Open, we're looking for price to possibly be bullish based on our bias. So remember that. London took out Asia highs, but did not take out Asia lows. We should be looking for New York to be bullish. So we got our bias set for the day. We already checked our news. So we know 7 o'clock, we need to be mindful because we got some stuff popping at 7. And New York NQ bias for New York session today is bullish. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. All right, what we got? Impress, good morning. I might be sitting on my hands today. No daily strategy for the day. Absolutely. Good morning, sis. What's up, girl? How you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, same here. I think I might be sitting on my hands today. I don't really see too much of anything. I mean, we'll see though. We'll see. Going back to what I was talking about, I think yesterday, no, not the day before. The day before would have been Friday. But as you can see, like over the past, this is on Sunday open right here, when the market opened on Sunday, beginning of the week open. As you can see, price gapped down a lot. And you can see we kind of just been, I mean, it's some little small trending here, but if you think about it, we've kind of been really like ranging. It's definitely a slight uptrend. We had a pullback here and then we're going up again. Look like we're possibly, we went right back to that area here, this pink line. We went back there, overnight, and then price kind of came down. So we're just looking to see what happens. I'm not really looking for anything. I'm not really looking for anything today, to be honest with you. I'm really not. I'm about to log into my accounts right now, and I'm not looking for anything. But I'm gonna log in, and we never know what the market holds. And it's eval right now, so I'm gonna trade this little eval. And matter of fact, that's my eval that I took a hit on last week. So we got to get that back up and get it passed. All right, so I'm setting up my copy trader. Is anybody in anything at the moment? Anybody in anything? I'm good. Just got back from the gym. Oh, that's what's up. What you do at the gym, sis? What you doing? You benching like 250? Sis, you in there benching like 250? Anybody in anything at the moment? Anybody in anything at the moment? I'm just setting up my copier. What we got? Nope, there's a little chop box on the, yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that now. 1 minute to market opens. Yeah, 1 minute to market opens. Let's do this. Go here, here. Hopefully nobody's in anything at the moment, unless you're in something from pre-market. That could be possible. Haha, not 250 today. It was leg day. That's what's up. Got them legs in. Nice. They say never skip leg day, right? Never, ever, ever skip leg day. Never skip leg day. All right, let's get this copier going, and possibly we might be able to take a trade. I'm not really looking for too much today, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on here. We'll see. All right, market opens in 4 seconds. Let's see what we get. All right, market is open. Wow, look at that. Wow. A little crazy opening candle there. And looks like we are going, oh well. Well, y'all, for the ones that trade the daily, that is invalidated for today. So no daily strat for any of us that trade that strategy. Let's see what we got. T. Pruitt, nope. Green tea still brewing, baby. I heard that. I love it. Not even looking at the chart for about 15 minutes after open today. Got it. 5-0 still running, but I'm not in it. Got it, Serena. I'm in what? Oxycorn and NQP. Oh, got you. Okay. Nico, which trade envelopes must be avoided? TF, all, or only US? All. All should be avoided, especially if it's during the time that you're trading. Just look at it that way. It's during the time that you're trading. In a long, TF got me out because screen was off and something messed up, but canceled my trade basically. That was a blessing if you were in a long, because you just see how it went short. So that was a blessing, Kiara. Sometimes those little quirky little things happening, they can be blessing in disguises. For real. They can be blessing in disguises. Let's just be honest. Because this happened to me a bunch of times where, and I say a bunch of times, where something went wacky with my trade copier, and it actually benefited me. It helped me out. So that's a blessing right there, just in itself. All right, so what we got? Yo, you was in a long overnight. Oh, you was 3K on the breakout. That's what's up. You took the break out of that. Now, how many contracts were you in? 3K on the breakout. Child, how many contracts you was in? Was you trade micros? Canary? Nah, she don't trade micros. Canary don't trade micros. Never mind. I hit the TP area, but I didn't get anything. It didn't take you out the trade. Gotcha. That happens sometimes. That definitely happens sometimes. And you just you have to live with it. Unfortunately, you have to live with that. That tends to happen sometimes. 15 minute, what we got? 27.97. Let's see here. Let me go to the 15-minute time frame. And we got 7. Okay. All right. Well, I don't really see too much. I'm just looking around. I'm just checking my my other monitor, just seeing, just checking different time frames. But for me right now, let's see here, 15-minute banger. Let's see what we got there. We could possibly get one of those today. Unfortunately, it'll go against anyone who's in the 5-0 from last night, but that's a possibility we could get that. That would be pretty cool. And we'll just have to sit back and wait and see. Excuse me. I know, sis. That's what I thought about. I was like, you ain't in no micro. She trading minis. I already know. Canary, I'm just gonna shadow your trades like some do. Oh, I don't shadow me that mess. I'm not a futures coach. That's funny. But yeah. So, so right now for me, there's nothing. Possibly I can get a trade on this 15-minute time frame, but I have to wait at least 11 minutes for this candle to close before that can happen. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. 5-0 stopped out. Oh, yes, that's right. Right here. That is absolutely correct. It sure did get stopped out. It sure did. Okay. If it's making dollars, then it's still right. Absolutely. That part, soaking insider. All right, so while that's cooking, let's get this trading therapy rocking. Let's get this trading therapy rocking while that's cooking. All right, so question of the day today. Boom. Question of the day today is, what would a professional trader do here? What would a professional trader do here? And we're going to jump to the charts. So let's ask ourselves this question. What would a professional trader do here with this price action? If there's no strategy, I mean, it's pretty easy, right? I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. What would a professional trader do here? I would say definitely wait, size properly, follow rules, sit on your hands. Yep, absolutely, sis. Sit on your hands and just sit back and just wait. That's all you can do. That's all you can do is just sit back and just wait. That's it. As y'all saw, there's a lot of consolidation right here. We talked about this the other day, right? A lot of consolidation right here. So what was that telling us? If we looked at this, we know at some point, from about here will be fair. Yeah, from about here. So we can say, prior to pre-market, when we saw all of this going pretty much these same style candles, all bunching up like this, we knew what? We knew price was going to break out of this. This is what this meant. This consolidation area, it meant that we were going to have a breakout. In what direction? Of course, that's the $1 million question. But we did know that. What did price do? Price took liquidity from overnight, right? Everyone that was in these buys last night got stopped out. No matter what strategy you're in. If you were in the 5-0, if you were in some other particular strategy, we know whoever was in buys last night, they got stopped out. So all that liquidity has now been taken, right? That we do know. And price right now is consolidating again. Consolidated here. Well, that was since about 608. Look at those candles. They're all pretty much the same size, and they're all pretty much in the same area. So that is a clear indication that we were going to have a breakout. How can you determine what side? Well, considering that we had liquidity to the sell side, I would have went with the sell side if I had took that little breakout trade. I would have went to the sell side only because I know there's a ton of liquidity down there. Because as I stated, there's a bunch of traders in longs from overnight. And we know that there's a lot of stop losses down here. And we know one thing of the characteristics of NQ is what? NQ loves to take liquidity from overnight. That's just what it loves to do. So considering those things, going short would have been actually the way to go. I'm sure My sis, I'm sure she went short. Well, we know she went short, but I'm saying I'm sure she saw going short as well based on everything that's happening to the left of price. So that was actually the best direction to go in, not really long, because there is some liquidity up here, but most of the liquidity is down here. So that's how determining short would have been better than, of course, going long, because you have some confluences there, some things to look at. So yeah, so what we got? Bank 3K on one candle. I heard that. We missing some likes, y'all. Give my guys some love and help others find the stream. That's what's up. What do we got? We got 52 viewers. We have 16 likes. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I know you look left. I know you did. That's what made you go. That's what made you go short. I'm knowing, and that's what you're supposed to do. That's extremely smart. I mean, if I was going to take the breakout, I would have taken a short as well, just because I know there's a ton of liquidity down here. So, but yeah, y'all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Subscribe. Go ahead and let's get them likes up. We got 52 viewers and 21 likes. Let's get them likes up, y'all. That's all I ask. Just some free clicks. Don't take it nothing but a couple of seconds. Click, and I'll take care of the rest. What we got? I took the chop box to the short because of 15-minute flip last minute. Oh, okay. Let's see here what we got here. Okay. We still got about 5 more minutes before this candle closes. All right, maybe we can get that. But yeah, that's what's up, J. Roy. You got you took the chop box short. Got it. That was actually a good trade. That was a cool trade to take. The only thing I didn't like what did it do? It spiked down, then spiked up, right? And then came back down. This candle right here, spiked down, spiked up, and then came back down. So, but whatever. Nevertheless, it was a pretty decent breakout for those that wanted to trade that. This candle already touched the pink line, so that invalidated my trade strategy for the day, for this one trade strategy that I take. So that was invalidated. So I'm just sitting on my hands waiting for possibly a trade on this 15-minute time frame, and we'll see. Let's see here. Draw on liquidity would have to be down here. Yeah, draw on liquidity would have to be down here. Yep. So let's see. Let's see what we get. Maybe we can get a cool little trade today and get out of here with a little bit of bread and be good. All right, going back to news, 7 o'clock, right? All right, so we know we got stuff going on at 7, so we need to be very, very mindful if we're going to be taking any trades between now and 7 and even during 7. During 7, let's see here. What's that on Fed share? Just be mindful. If you're in prop firm accounts, be mindful. check with your prop firm that you're with. Make sure you can trade. You can trade news. At least this particular news. I know some news that you can trade are designated to what you can and can't trade. So just be mindful of that. And if you're good to go, then if your trade shows up around that time, I would err on the side of caution, and I would definitely sit on my hands. I would not take a trade at 7. You don't know what that news is going to do. Let me check news. Let me see what they talk about. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what's going on for the 7 o'clock news. All right, let's do this. Let's go here. All right. Here's what to expect. Due to testify on his nomination as the Federal Reserve Chair before the Senate Committee on Bank. Okay, so that's going to be the new designated chairman. So I guess he's taking Powell's place, I'm assuming. So all right, so there's that. Chairman designate. Okay. As the chairman designated of central bank, volatility will likely be experienced during his speeches as traders attempt to predict his effect on the bank's monetary policy. All right. So this is our new Thanos, basically. So y'all remember Fed Chair Powell, that was our Thanos, right? When he went to talking, the price action was, going bananas, or could go bananas. So this is going to be the guy now, Kevin Warsh. So we're going to have to make sure we keep an eye on him when he's speaking, because anything he says can move the market. It definitely says it right here. that he was definitely be the chairman and designate of the central bank. And it says volatility will likely be experienced during his speeches as traders attempt to predict his effect on the bank's monetary policy. So we know when he talks, it's going to be, it's going to be some movement going on. So let's just err on the side of caution and just make sure that we're paying attention when this guy is speaking. So other than that, let's get back to our question of the day. What would a professional trader do here? We discussed that. A professional trader at this point will be sitting on his hands, right? Think about this. A non-seasoned trader will do what? They'll be chasing this price action. Let's get back there. They'll be chasing this price action. Let's get to the 1 minute. They'll be chasing this price action, trying to guess where price is going because price is not giving us a definitive move right now. They would be reacting, possibly. A professional trader would be sitting on his hands, sitting on his or her hands, waiting, figuring out what their size is going to be as far as their leverage, how many contracts they're going to trade, and also they're going to sit back and follow their rules. As I stated to you guys before, professional traders do not take a lot of trades. They take very, very minimal amount of trades, but when they do take a trade, they go heavy. So I'm not saying that's what we should be doing. I'm speaking on what a professional trader does from a disciplined perspective. They don't take a lot of trades. I'm saying that to say we don't need to be taking a lot of trades. We need to be focused on following our rules, making sure we're getting a high probability setup, and go from there. We're in trying times now. We've been talking about this since January 20th. We've been at war, and because we've been at war, price has been all over the place. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do. What are you doing these times? A lot of sitting on your hands, a lot of demo trading, a lot of just waiting for your high probability setup. Like that's pretty much that's pretty much where we are right now. Taking base hits, doing those kinds of things. Taking base hits is very important right now. Very, very important. That's going to help keep your account safe and protect your capital. And right now we're trying to take what? Little pieces out of the market, right? We're just trying to take what the market gives us. We're just trying to take little small pieces and be done and be good. So we just need to just keep that in mind. Karate 357, Grand Risings, my brother. Yeah, so as a professional trader, which none of us are, we can definitely have those characteristics, right? We can work on those characteristics. We can build those habits, right? The professional side of us will get to that when it comes to the amount of, like, how would I say, you have a live account, you got 50 bands in your live account, you know what I mean? You're really, really doing your thing. You've been at this for 3 to 5 years. No matter what happens, you can make money in the market, and really, really be good. All right, let's see, what do we have here? All right, we may have our setup. All right, let's see here. So really what we want now, yep, we want to get a close on the 5 minute, a close and drawdown on the 5 minute, and then we'll take this trade and we'll see what it does. Make sure everything for me is set up. All right, so let's go here. Anybody in anything? Y'all in anything? Anybody in shorts? What y'all doing? Joseph Royal, what you doing? What you doing, bro? What you doing back there? Just checking on you. All right, come on. We're just waiting for a candle close in drawdown on a 5 minute. So we want a bullish candle to close in drawdown. That's what we're waiting on right now. That's what's up, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. About to do a short soon. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take that. If we can get a close and drawdown on this candle, then I'll take this trade. It'll be a short. I'll take it and we'll see what it does. We'll see. So just need a close and drawdown. That's all we need. All right, we may have it. We may have our close and drawdown. Let's see. Got a couple of more minutes before this candle closes. Hopefully we can get a close and drawdown. That'll be great. And then we can go ahead on and take this short. 4.8K closing now. I heard that. Oh, Lazy's trade. Shorts. Okay, y'all took Lazy's. Got you. Let me check. Let me see what Lazy was doing. Okay, yeah. I see it. He took one on the 15-minute. Got it. Okay. Nice. What that thing hit? Hit TP2. 232 ticks. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what we got. We got a minute and 30 something seconds before this candle closes. That's what we want. And then we can place our entry for this trade. So let's see. We got a minute, 20 seconds. So let's see what we get. What exactly is a drawdown? Drawdown is, how would I say? Drawdown is, I don't want to say the negatives. I don't want to say the negative. I guess you can call it the negative side of price. Drawdown meaning, let's say you're in a trade and a trade is going against you, right? You're in drawdown. So drawdown meaning like you're in negative, basically. You're in negative drawdown. You're in a negative amount on your trade. Like let's say you get in a trade and it's you're negative $100. You'll be a negative 100 in drawdown, basically. So it's just basically the amount of money that you're in drawdown, or the amount of your account that you're in drawdown on that trade, like meaning the negative balance on that. You know what? Let me do something. Let me do something real quick because I want to get the proper. Because I know what it is, but I know there's a proper definition for it. Where we at? Oh, that candle's closing in. Hold on one sec. Candle is closing in 10 seconds. Let's see what we get. All right. Did it just close? All right. Oh, let's go over here. And let's go with sell. Oh, darn it. I'm over here tripping, y'all. I ain't even signed in on my accounts. It's like, boy, what you doing over here? Better wake up. I know y'all probably in. I probably missed my entry now. Where we at? What's that, 46? All right. Yeah, I missed my entry. Dang it. Messed around and missed my entry. Maybe it'll come back and tap me. Let's see. Maybe it will. Yep. Tap me in. Let's see. Let's get over here. Let's get this one in. Let's see. We're going to go sell.
Order submitted.
And this will be my stop loss right here. My stop. All right. Tapped in there. Let's see what we get. And my take profit. Let me get that going now. So we're in this trade on this 15-minute time frame. We're in a short. Let's see what we can get. Let me set my risk reward tool up real quick. Today is 21st. And it is yeah, we could leave it at that time. So I got a good fill. Don't look like I did. 26,768. Who's in on this? Who's in on this trade? I'm curious. High here is, move this over. High here is 26,838. All right. No, what are you doing? Wait. Yeah, what's going on? Why has it got me in the, I should be in the short. There we go. About to say, you better reverse yourself. All right, cool. So we're in this trade. We got it set up. Take profit for me would be right here. Buy limit. That'll be my take profit. And shoot, let's see.
Order submitted.
Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get.
Order submitted.
Who's in on this? Hella Band said I'm in. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Waiting for the next envelope before starting. Got it. What's good, Brody? Good morning. Good morning, Chris. And show did missed it. Your entry. Now it ended up coming back for me. Thank goodness, and dog. Serena's in. Chris in. Hella Bands. I'm in. I am, but emotionally walking away. I'm training because red folder. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, we'll see what it do. What's the name of this 15-minute strategy? It's just closed above EMA 100 on MES. My HSS invalid. Got it. Terry said I'm in. Got it. Got it. Got it. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Looks like it might be coming for us. If it does, oh well. No big deal. George Powell said I'm in. That's what's up. We got 52 viewers and we have 32 likes. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up, please. What's going on here? All right, there we go. All right. So, oh, I'm sorry. It's sitting on my hands, learning and watching. Gotcha. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Who answered? Bodovan. It's 15-minute banger, Bodovan. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? MNQ still under EMA. Yep. Yep. So we're in this. We got our stop loss set. We have our take profit set for 1-to-1, and we good. So let's see. Let's see what we can do with this. If we can get a little something. So going back to our question of the day, we're gonna let this cook. Entered but took a L of 300 because of red folder news. When was that, Sneha? This morning? Was that well, we didn't have on the edge funder. Wait. I entered but took a L of 300 because of red folder news. Oh, got you. Because I think with the edge funder, it's 5 minutes before, during, and after. So got it. Gotcha, Sneha. Gotcha. So everybody's in shorts right now, huh? All of us in shorts. What's going on? Come on, what just happened? What just happened? What just happened?
Order filled.
Dang, it just killed. What just happened? Dang, y'all, I know y'all saw that. It just something went wrong. Cannot finish authorization. Price trade view has not been. What? Huh? What you talking about? That makes no sense. I was just in the trade. Wait. It just actually just stopped me out of the trade. All the way stopped me out. I mean, not stopped me out. It just closed out. Wow. Okay. Well, hey. Well, I guess I'm out that trade. I guess I'm out that trade with a $397 loss. I don't even know what happened. It just closed it out. It didn't close it out over here on my other one, but it looks like this trade is coming for us anyway, so it must have saved me a little bit of bread. I don't know. Hey, it happens sometimes. It's computers, they glitch. This is what we live with, unfortunately. Wow. That was something different. So it actually, at least it closed out my trades, but it shouldn't have closed them. That's whack. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. All right, so nothing we can do about that. We just got to let it cook, and that's that. but it strictly just closed out everything. That is so wild. What's daily drawdown on 25K? Daily draw, maybe too far. Oh, no. Actually, my accounts are good. I'm looking at it right now. That's what I was just looking at. I'm like, I'm still above everything. I don't know. It's a whole. Usually when you go in drawdown, what'll end up happening is, like if your accounts are ready for gonna auto liquidate, the trade will close, but the whole what's the name won't. The trade will close, but not the account. All right, well, that came to get us. So 15-minute banger. We took an L on that today. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. But yeah, that's crazy. Let me see. Let me go back and look at my accounts. Yeah, my accounts are cool. They're all sitting where they need to be. Yeah, ain't no way. Yeah, that's crazy. That is nuts. Let me see here. Yeah, all my accounts are straight. I don't know, y'all. It is what it is. The trade loss anyway, so no big deal. So we will, I guess I can't log out. I'm already logged out. So, well, let's just log out over here and boom, there it is. Let me go ahead on and close out my risk to reward tool. And let's get into some mental therapy. Well, we got news popping in a few seconds. Let's see what that does before we move over to our tip of the day. But hey, we took a little Ellie today. No worries. Yeah, news in some seconds. I don't think it's gonna be nothing major. Like as soon as 7 o'clock hit, I think over the time frame of them talking, I think we're gonna see a lot of volatility or a lot of volume spikes. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming. Because they're announcing him and they're just talking right now. So let's go to 1 minute. So price reversed and went right back up. Took London, Asia, and Australia lows, and now it's pushing up. Yeah, I don't expect too much out of that news initially because they'll be talking. So I think over time we'll be seeing some spikes here and there. But it is what it is. Hey, we took L. It ain't no thing. It's a part of trading. Pay some bills today. Whatever. All right, let's move on. We're gonna move on. All right. So we already talked about what would a professional trader do here. As we stated, sit on his or her hands. Make sure they're sizing properly, make sure they're following rules, and just waiting for their setup. Pretty much as we did. We sat back and we waited for our setup. We took it. It went against us. No harm, no foul. That's a part of trading. And we move on. Move on to the next day. So one and done, shut that down, and now we're all good. All right. So when you think about what would a professional trader do, you want to trade like you're being audited, right? And when I say that, like you want to be auditing every part of your trade. And what I mean by auditing your trade, I mean by asking yourself all the different things that we talk about, right? When we do question of the day, when we do tip of the day, like you want to be asking yourself questions like, what is price trying to do right now? Am I being disciplined? Am I following my strategy rules to a T? Am I following my rules? I'm one and done. Were you one and done? Like just all of those things, right? You should be auditing your trade as you go through before you take a trade. And auditing, as I stated, just going through, checking off all the different boxes of asking yourself, did you do these particular things? That's all. That's just what auditing your trade is. But you got to be the auditor of your trade, right? Because remember, auditing our trade just does what? It allows us to ask ourselves questions, and it allows us to do what? To have an answer for those questions that we're asking ourselves, right? Because all of those things are the way that we check off our boxes to make sure that we are taking a high probability trade. We're following our rules. We're not over leveraging. We have proper risk management. Our R&R is there. We get the proper entry, which meaning we get the best fill on price. What else? Let's see here. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? We also want to think about if news is happening, right? We want to think about those things. So that is the auditing that we do. So when we're sitting here, we want to make sure that we audit every single trade that we take. And basically that is just what? I'm going to repeat it again. It's just checking off our boxes. Just making sure that we're doing everything that we need to do. Everything. And that's what's important. Because that's all that we can control is what we do before we get into the trade. Once we get into the trade, we have no more control. The only other control we have is to exit that trade or to move some parameters around, meaning like change our take profit, change our stop loss, stuff like that. That's the only control we have once we're in the trade. But when we're in there, we have no control over, how it's going to move. So what do we do first? We make sure that we're thinking as professional traders do. That's why I brought up this question. We don't have to be a professional trader to think like one, right? We can still work on thinking like them and thinking like one, meaning a professional trader. And we could just implement those things into our game. Even though that we are retail traders, we still can conduct ourselves as a professional trader, period. That's what's showing up on the charts and being professional is every day. We might not have their accolades, but that's okay. We're working on that. But we still can show up every day as a professional trader and make sure that we're doing what? We're waiting, we're sizing properly, we're following rules, we're auditing our trades, we're making sure that we're doing all the things that we need to do to make sure that we are not getting ourselves caught in a bad trade, taking a bad entry, getting caught in a trap, getting caught in a fake reversal, a fake out, whatever that is. And also ultimately what? Making sure that you're following your rules. That's it. That's all that we have to make sure that we're doing every day before we take a trade. Some of us today, who was it? Pivot Point. Pivot Point even stated, she's like, I'm sitting on my hands today. I don't like news. I don't like this. Guess what? She made a professional decision and an executive decision to say, you know what? I'm not going to trade today. I'm just going to sit on my hands. I'm going to protect my capital. I'm not going to risk my accounts. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. So at the end of the day, it's all about making these professional decisions. I state this all the time. Remember, we are professional decision makers. That's what we are. That's what we are. And we always have to remember that. Other than that, any questions on tip of the day? And remember, you want to trade like you're being audited. Think about an audit, right? When audited, you want everything to match up, be correct, dollar amounts be on point, down to the cent, right? You want everything to be perfect, right? So you need to be auditing your trades. You can do that. You can audit your trades. You can ask yourself all of these questions that we talk about. So George said he took a scalp. Fed chair. What scalp did you take? He must have took a scalp. I'm assuming he took a scalp long. But ain't really too much out there. I mean, let's go back and look at price right now. Let's look at what price is giving us. I mean, we did take a strategy today. So when we see our strategy, what do? We take it and we live with the results. Right? Today we paid some bills. It is what it is. We live with the results. No harm, no foul. I ain't sweating it. We ain't sweating it. We keep moving to the next day. We shut it down, be one and done, and move to the next day. That's all. It's a part of the game. We paid some bills today. But if you look at this price action, right? So this is the opening candle. So just looking at this, like you can tell price does not really truly know what it wants to do. Both of my trades were invalidated today. Well, sorry. One of my trades was invalidated today. The other one went against us. So for me, my day's done. It's over. Like it's over. My trading day is over as far as taking any trades. And then with this price action, you can kind of tell that it's not really doing too much. What they're going to be talking about in their meeting, who knows? But there's really nothing out there right now. Price is just kind of just doing its own thing. No definitive direction. So we'll jump to tip of the day and get that going. And then we're going to talk about some things. There's some things I want to talk about. I want to talk about after tip of the day today. All right, so tip of the day today is tip of the day. Price does not owe you a trade. Remember that, y'all. Price does not owe us a trade. Let's read that. Price does not owe you a trade. Us, you, whatever. It doesn't owe you. It doesn't owe me. It doesn't owe any of us a trade. Just think about that. The whole point, the whole purpose of this tip is because we need to make sure that we are detaching from expectation. We should not be coming into the market with any expectations. None. Literally zero expectations. Zero. Zero, zero, zero. As you can see in my fist. Zero. Zero expectations. Literally zero expectations. We're supposed to be detaching from all expectations once we sit down in front of our devices to trade, to jump on the charts and do whatever. Detach from all expectations. Why? Because we should never have any expectations. We can have a bias, right? We can have a bias, but we want to make sure that we don't have any expectations. We have a bias. What we do, we say price possibly could be bullish. It could possibly be bearish. Price could be choppy today. A bias is okay. Remember, we're not married to that bias. So that's detaching from the expectations. That's why we're not married to our biases, right? So detaching from expectation looks like what? It looks like this. Not going into the market saying, hey, I'm going to make $500 today. Or I need to make $300 every time I go into the market. That's expectation. We should have no expectation. You, me, no one can predict what they're going to get out of that market. No one. No one. That's why price does not owe you, me, any of us a trade. It does not. What we got? I'm not sure what questions I'm supposed to be asking, but so sad today's trade. Could have had TP on both accounts, but instead paid bills. Yeah, it's all good. No reason to be sad, Kiara. It comes with the game. We just pay some bills today, and we move on. Yeah, no big deal. No sad, no emotions, no nothing. Seriously, like you see me, right? Y'all see when I've taken trades and I've trades have been profitable, they've been non-profitable. You can tell my demeanor doesn't change either way. It doesn't change. So no reason to be sad. We don't put no emotions into any of this. We always talk about profitable trades. We don't get too high. Non-profitable trades. We don't get too low. And that's that. So 1 second. Let me plug in my laptop. Yeah, so that's how it is. That's how we deal with our trades. Like, it's no big deal. No big deal at all. Trent, you would be proud of me. I think I'm over the hump when it comes to pulling the trigger. I'm taking my loss in stride now, and I'm no longer scared to blow an account, following my rules and structure. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good stuff, Morbid Drifter. It's good stuff. But yeah, so going back to what we were talking about, price does not owe you, me, or any of us a trade. So if there's no setup, no trade, right? That's our rule. No setup, no trade. We're not forcing anything. Period. And if you miss a trade, like today I almost missed a trade, I put my limit order there, but price ended up coming back to tap me in. But had price took off, I wouldn't have just jumped in a trade. I just would have just been stuck missing the trade. It's okay. No big deal. You miss a trade, you miss a trade. You let it go, you wait for the next one. You don't have to try to get that trade. You know, if you can't enter, you don't have to try to get that particular one is what I'm saying. You never know what that trade is going to do. It could go against you. It could be profitable. It could be not profitable. If you missed the entry, let it go. So just remember that. Price does not owe us a trade. So being that we know that, what is that telling us? That we have to remember that there's a lot of times we're going to be sitting on our hands. There's not going to be a trade set up. It's going to be no trade. A lot of times that's going to happen. And if you feel you need to take a trade, you know what I'm going to tell you. Log out of your accounts, log into your demo account, and take a trade on your demo account. No sense to force anything. On TF, overnight trades are not allowed, but the trading hours allowed from TF are 6 p.m. Eastern. Can you please break this down when you get a minute, Brody? Absolutely. So, Chris, so check this out. And for everyone in the community, overnight trades are allowed. So this is what overnight means. This is what it means. If you look at the time frame, it's 6 p.m. Eastern to 4:14 or 4:15 p.m. Eastern. So that means The trading day started 6 p.m. last night, Monday. And it ends today at 4:15 p.m. Eastern. Start at 6 p.m. Eastern last night, Monday, and it ends at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's one full trading day. Now, in that trading day, we have 4 markets in that trading day. When 6 p.m. starts, like when a market opens at 6 p.m., that's Australia. Then a few hours later, Asia comes in, opens up. Then a few hours after that, London comes in. And then when London comes in, Australia closes. And then before New York pops in, Asia closes. Asia closes during London. And then New York starts at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and then London closes at 11 a.m. Eastern. So they all start in different times, and they all overlap each other, and they all close during the session that came after that. Now, what I said all that to say this: you can trade on TEF from 6 p.m. Eastern, meaning last night, all the way up until 4:15 p.m. Eastern today. That's one full trading day. Overnight would be considered if you were in a trade at 4:15 and you didn't close your trade out, right? And that 1 hour when market closed between 5 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern, market closes for that 1 hour, you have to be exited out of all your positions before market closes. You cannot hold a trade between the 1 hour of market being closed between 5 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. Your trades have to be closed. So that would be considered an overnight trade if you were still in a trade between that 1 hour close. So you have to close your positions by 4:15 p.m. And then when 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, when market opens back up again for the overnight session, you can trade again. So just to be clear, you're welcome, my brother. 6 p.m. Eastern to 4:15 p.m. Eastern, which is the next day. That's one full trading day. So you can trade. We can only take whatever the market gives us. In the moment, it's about probability, not predictability. Absolutely. Karate 357. And you're welcome, Chris. No problem, my brother. But yeah, so going back to what I was stating, price does not owe us anything. It owes us nothing. And as long as we keep that in mind and we detach ourselves from any expectation, don't come to the charts with expectations. Don't come to the charts expecting nothing. Literally, don't expect nothing. Just come here to the charts, follow your rules, make sure that you're taking higher probability setups, and that's all that you focus on. You take what the market gives you. If it gives you your setup, you take it. If it doesn't, you don't take it. Just come with no expectations. Just remember that. Detach from all expectations. We have no expectations when we trade. We ain't expecting to get in a trade. We're not expecting the trade to be profitable. We're not expecting it to be not profitable either, but I'm saying no expectations. Because we already know when we're taking a trade to make money, right? So we don't need to focus on that part. Let's go back to what we talked about. Let's go back to what we always talk about. Like I've talked about this, I think it was like a week or two ago, we focused on this one thing. We want to be process-driven traders. Remember that, process-driven traders, not profit-driven traders. We don't care about no profit. We only care about process. Because we know if we have the proper process, we know we're going to get to the bag. Period. There's no ifs, ands, buts about that, about doing it that way. We would know for sure we will get to the bag if we make sure that our process stays intact and we're showing up and doing the same things every day. So price does not owe us a trade. Always remember that. And always remember to always detach from any expectations. We have none. Every day we sit down on the charts, we are brand new again. Brand new in the regard of we just waiting to see what price is going to do. We're waiting to see if we can get our higher probability setup depending on the strategy that you're trading. It shows itself. You take it. You make sure you size correctly. You make sure your risk reward is intact. And you do that same thing every single day and follow your rules. Be one and done. Non-profitable trade, done. Profitable trade, done. One and done. That's how we show up on the charts every day. So just remember that. Price does not owe us anything. So I just wanted to state that. Well, we got it. I learned a lot. I appreciate you, Churn. Today I protect my capital. Have a good day, everyone. That's what's up, Pivot Point. Have a good day. Pivot Point, super cool. That'll be swing trading, and that's not allowed. Or is it swing trading different? No, that would be considered swing trading. Absolutely, Chris. That's the whole point of why you can't do it. Because a swing trade is a trade that you hold from a close, like from the close of a session, into the open of another section. That would be considered a swing trade. Because remember, other than the crypto market, every market closes for a short amount of time, whether it's 1 hour, whatever it is. But every market closes. The only market that stays open 24/7 is a crypto market, where literally it does not close, meaning there's no 1 hour break, there's no nothing. So yes, correct. Because that would be considered swinging, right? But as long as you close the position at 4 p.m., 4:15 p.m. Eastern, and you open your next position after market opens, meaning you're out of your trade during when market is closed, you're good. That's not swinging. You're good. 6 p.m. come around. If you want to get in a trade overnight, you can get in a trade and you can trade all day until 4:15 p.m. the next day. And there it is. So yes. So I'm glad you got that. You're welcome. No problem, my brother. But yeah, so just going back to what I was stating, you guys, about price. Price doesn't owe us anything. So let's just always keep that in mind. That keeps us detached from expectations. It's very, very important. Can you please explain drawdown for 25K accounts on hedge fund, please? 300 max is calculated from. Right. Exactly. That's the 300 max that you can make. Drawdown is going to be the amount that you lose, right? The amount that your account is negative. That's your drawdown. So if you have a 25K account, well, let me ask you this. When did you purchase this account, Sneha? If you purchased this account between, March 17th and March 31st, then there is no max drawdown. There is no daily drawdown. No daily loss limit, excuse me. There is no max loss limit, and there's no daily loss limit on those accounts. So if you purchased it during that time, then there is no max drawdown on it. There's no max loss limit, which is the meaning no max drawdown. The drawdown would be when the account gets to zero. If you purchased the account before March 17th, or after March 31st or March 30th, okay, you're good. You're good. So that account still falls under the no max loss limit and the no daily loss limit. So 300 is the amount of money the max amount that you can make per day. Drawdown on that account, the account has to get to zero. So if you have a 25K account, that 25K literally has to get to zero before it blows. So there's no max loss limit on that particular account because it was purchased between March 17th and March 30th. Now, for any accounts purchased outside of that, you do have a max loss limit. And I can tell you what that is right now. We can look that up and go through that for anyone that needs to know that. Let's get there. Excuse me. So let's go here and let's go to, what is that going to be? That's going to be, let's go to accounting rules, and we're looking for, here we go. Boom. All right. So basically, when you reach the max loss limit, when that account gets to zero, your account, Sneha, because you bought it within a time frame, then it blows at that point. As long as there is a dollar amount, you can still trade. So that's the cool thing about those accounts. But we will talk about, I'm just getting there now. We will talk about, let's see here. All right, so here we go. Let me screen share so we can go over this. All right, so if you did not purchase your TEF accounts for accounts that were not purchased between March 17th and March 31st, this is going to apply. If the account was purchased between March 17th and March 31st, this does not apply. So the daily loss limit on all accounts in TEF are right here. 25K, 500, 50K, 1,000, 100K, 2,000, 150K, 3,000. Daily loss limit meaning if your account hits this balance, loss, a $500 loss in your 25K, the account shuts off. It doesn't blow, but it shuts you down to make you where you can't trade to where you got to come. You have to, you got to sit down on your hands and wait and come the next day. You can trade the next trading day. All this does is protect your accounts. It allows you from blowing the account immediately. So this is a good thing. Don't look at it as a bad thing. This is how you know that the hedge funder was created by traders for traders, because this is really protecting you. This is protecting your account is what this is doing. This is actually allowing you to live to trade another day. All right. So how do the swing traders do it when the market closes? Does it close out their positions? Check this out. So, Chris, the way that works is if you're trading your live account, let's say you have a TradeAvate account, you have your live funds, or you have your NinjaTrade account, you have a live funds in there, meaning your funds, then you can hold that trade because you're on a different set of rules because it's your live account. Your live account, no rules, right? Because it's your bread. You can do what you want to do. So some brokers will charge you a fee if you want to hold that trade through the close between 5 and 6. And then be back in that trade when the market opens at 6. There might be like a little fee you may have to pay. But yeah, so that's how a lot of traders do it. Now, if you're hearing crypto traders talk about swing trading, then remember they're allowed to swing because the market never closes. So that's how that works there. All right. So what we got? Q. Will y'all be that? Will that deal be again the March deal? At some point, of course we don't know that, but I'm sure at some point that'll come back around again. It did very well. I don't see why it wouldn't. But yeah, so that definitely will come back around again. I'm sure at some point. But do we know of anything right now, Q? Not at the moment. I haven't heard of anything. So let's see here. Anything else here that we can discuss to kind of talk about what we were talking about? Nah, I guess not. All right, cool. So we'll jump out of there and let's go back here and just get back to our talking points. So I went through my DMs and I saw everyone that had their send me their DM letting me know that they had FX replay. So that was cool. Perfect. I got it. I made a little list so far. On Friday, we're going to go over that one more time. We're going to get have a list of everybody. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do it over Zoom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a Zoom link. So everyone that's ready and that's available and follow all the rules the way I stated, you'll get the Zoom link and you'll be able to show up and we're going to get it in together. So I think doing a Zoom link is good because I want to make sure that I don't want to just do just a regular like public link, only because I don't want just people just jumping in and like everyone that's in there, they want to be in there. You know what I mean? And they coming in there to work. So that's why I thought doing it over Zoom and then, me putting out a link I'm going to send a link to your DM. So you get the link to your DM when that time comes for us to have the backtesting session. We haven't decided yet the day or the time, but I'm saying when that time comes, it'll be a link to it'll be a Zoom link to your DM, and then we'll all show up on the Zoom and we'll get it in. I'm not going to put a public link out. I don't want people just jumping in and out. I want people that are going to be serious and taking their trading game serious, treating their trading game as a business, and we're going to get it in together. And that's how we're going to do everything moving forward when it comes to anything that we're doing, as far as like any kind of backtesting sessions or anything that we're doing from a group perspective. There it is. I took FX replay, but don't know how to DM you. Huh? Sneha? So look, Sneha, just go. Just go in any community, whether you're in a circle or the edge funder. Just go anywhere and you can like go into your message bar and type the @ symbol, TradeGheenyuz, and I'll pop up. And then when I pop up, just click on me. And then when you click on me, you also get to my profile. Click on my profile, and when you click on it, a little message box will pop up underneath it. That's you being able to DM me, and you can just DM me and say, hey, I got my letting you know I got my FX replay account, whatever. Cool. I'll get the DM, and then I'll put you in there. Real simple. I haven't made up Haven't decided a time yet. PXBE 09, I haven't decided a time yet. Right now, what I'm doing it in steps. For the ones that know me, I'm very detailed on how I do things. So the first thing is everyone has to have their FX replay account. So you have until this Friday to really, you're supposed to have it last Friday, but this Friday will be the last the last opportunity to get it. If you don't get it by this Friday, you will not be counted in. That's just what it is. I just want to just run a tight ship. So cool, Sneer, that's what's up. So PXBE. So what you'll do is you'll get FX replay. I have a code for it in my description. Yep, I will record it, and I will send the recording to everyone who was on the Zoom. That's how we're gonna rock that. Yep. But anyone who has FX replay, and like I said, and follow the rules of as what I told everyone to last Friday. You were supposed to let me know. I had a bunch of people let me know, so I appreciate that with y'all. I'm gonna give it until this Friday. It's gonna be the last hoorah on being able to get in. By this Friday, you have to have your FX replay account, and you need to DM me and confirm it. Then when I get that, then I'll have the amount of people that we're gonna have. Like I'll have a head count basically, right? And then with that head count, then I'm gonna send only to those people that follow the rules. You're gonna get a message from me telling you like when it is, all that stuff, when we're doing it, all of that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep that between us, because that's gonna be for the people that are showing up to do better. The ones that really, I always feel like anything that you want to do, you will make time for it. And we all know that. If there's something that we really, truly want to do, I don't care what it is, I don't care what's going on, you will make time for it. So the reason why I do it like this, because I only want to have like, group, how would I say, like any kind of group event that we're doing, like I want everyone to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to be there. I want you to want to be there. I don't want to force anyone to be there. Like I want you to want to be there. And that's why I'm doing it this way. And that's why I'm going to continue to do it this way. As far as I put out an announcement, everyone follows the rules. Then once I get a head count, everyone gets that Zoom link, and then we just rock together. And then that's cool. And everyone's invited. So if you're not there, it's because you don't want to be there. Because I want everyone to be there, but I can't make everyone be there. And I can't make everyone follow the rules. Real simple. You know what I mean? I have my FX replay by tomorrow. Cool. That's what's up. I saw the DM. I got it. I'll accept this, Neil, but I did see it come through. But yeah, so moving forward, you guys, like this is how I like to do things, because like I want you to put a little bit of work in. I want you to, to show like, hey, Trent, I want to be a part of this. Other than saying I want to be a part of it. It's not hard, right? For us to just go get a couple of accounts, whatever it is we need to do, send out a DM, few little small little minor directions, and then we rocking. I think that's how it should be. It shouldn't be a thing where people are trying to jump in way after the time and all of that. Like we have to respect the other members in the community as well. If they did everything that they did to show up on time, then you have to do everything that you need to do to show up on time. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I understand life gets in the way. That's why I was giving it time for us to get FX replay, right? We had a week to do it. That was last Friday. I'm giving another week. So it'd be 2 weeks to get FX replay, which is something that you can do literally in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, you can have an FX replay account, literally in 10 minutes. It doesn't even take that long, all right? So by this Friday, everyone have the FX replay accounts. I have a referral link in my description. Use the referral link. It'll save you like $60 a year, like $5 a month, $60 a year, whatever subscription you decide to use, whether it's going to be a monthly subscription or an annual, you're going to save some bread. You DM me, let me know you got it. We'll take a head count, and then we'll go from there. All right, what we got? So I want to attend. I sent you. I got your DM, Orbit. Absolutely, my guy. I got it. Yes, sir. Only if I have S-Review doesn't show the correct data for my strategy, as it only uses CME data and not CBOT data. Got you. Well, nonetheless, at least you can come through. You can still use FX Replay Morbid Drifter to practice. Nonetheless, and as far as the data thing, it's just something that I'm sure at some point you'll figure that out. I've never had that issue to even think to have to figure it out, but I'm sure there got to be a workaround for that. Like even you still practicing on CME data, I think it should be okay because it's historical, right? You just have to just try it and see. You have to just try it and see. That'll be the best thing that I can say. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I want to continue to keep doing things like this, and I think at some point, what I'm probably going to end up doing, not anytime soon, probably within some months down the road, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to possibly start up like some membership stuff. That's what I'm thinking about doing some membership stuff. And then I think what I'm going to start doing is if I do decide to do membership things, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to rock it. I'm going to rock it to where, because I've been thinking about this and I'm just sharing it with y'all. I've been thinking about doing like a membership. And everyone that's a member, what you'll do is you're going to get like all of these type things that we're doing, like you get to just do all of these things for being a member. I think I'm going to, not now, but at some point I'm going to start making like the back testing session and a bunch of other things that we're going to start doing. A lot of things that I have lined up to do. We're going to just start doing from a member perspective, but that'll be some months down the road. Not right now. That'll be some months down the road. I'm just planting the seed, just putting this out there to y'all. So this way, everyone that's a member, you're going to get members only content. I'm going to do stuff just for my members. And in time, and within the next 3 to 6 months, I'm just sharing this with you guys because it's something that was on my mind. And I was like, you know what? Maybe if I did it from a membership, then everyone that has a membership, and it's going to be like minimal amount of money too. I'm talking about like less than $10 a month. Like it's going to be like something ridiculous. It's not about the money. It's just about me making sure that I have people that want to invest into themselves. You know what I mean? Like less than $10, like, come on, like that's nothing. It's not even about the money. It's just about having a membership group, and then everything that I start creating, not everything, but I'll be creating a lot of things just for the members, where it's going to be just member only content. When we want to do like these little community things together, like back testing and this and that and all the different things that we'll do together, because we're going to have some more. I have some classes that we're going to be doing. We'll all do it from a member perspective. I think that might even be better. And then I know for sure the people that are there, they want to be there. Because I don't want to be like not fighting, but I don't want to be, how would I say, like, I don't want it to be like difficult. It should be very easy. It should be very seamless. If you want to be involved in things that we're doing, just jump in there, get involved, follow the rules, and then we're in there. Real simple. Real simple. Real simple. Support, that is what they said, that the ticker YM, yeah, because it uses different data. That's very true. Cool, that's what's up. Would love to join, but I'm away from home for a few days over the weekend, and my laptop decided to kill itself. It's cool. You'll have some time. Hard unless I get a job, but I'll still join us. Yeah, I mean, it's down the road. It's something I'm thinking about down the road. I'm just planting a seed. Right now, we still rocking. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. So, Terry, the backtesting session is not going to be this weekend. Right now, we just need to make sure you have FX replay right now. So you still have time. I'm giving everyone till Friday to let me know that they have FX replay. And then from there, I'm going to pick the day. And I'm only going to share it with everyone who DM me and who was following the rules and all of that stuff. Period. So it's real simple. That's pretty much how we'll rock it. Real simple. Real simple. It's not going to be complex. I like things to be easy. I love to work on the side of simplicity. So there that is. So anybody have any questions for me? Any questions for me today? Any questions? Any concerns? Let's jump back to the charts. See what the charts is doing. It looks very blah. Yeah, very blah. So what did price do? Price opened, came out, took the overnight low. Well, actually a consolidated pre-market, broke out, took the overnight low right here, went bullish, and now it's just kind of ranging right now, kind of consolidating. Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. Shoot channel one. Yeah. Nico, we ain't going nowhere. Yeah, the channel's gonna still be here. We rocking. Yeah. We ain't going nowhere. Channel is going to be here as long as I heart pumping and I'm breathing. Channel is going to be here. What I'm saying is that sometime down the road, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a membership thing, like real, very, very inexpensive, like less than $10 a month for members, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start thinking about doing like members only content, where I do content just for members. Of course, I'm still going to do the live stream and we're going to do that, but I'm going to be doing like some special things for the members, where I'm going to like I said, do members only content. And then we'll have like members only, like different like sessions, like different things that we'll do together. Like doing some strategy testing, doing some back testing, doing some, how would I say, like learning how to chart, like just a bunch of just different things that we can do. I'm thinking about doing them from a membership perspective. So this way we can just everyone will be in there that wants to be in there. It'll be recorded. So if you are a member and you can't show up, you'll definitely get the recording. Just something that I'm thinking about. I'm just sharing an idea. But other than that, regardless what happens, this live stream will be here. Live stream ain't going nowhere. Yeah, don't say that in the chat. You get people nervous, Nico. So this YouTube channel won't be available anymore? Yeah, you're going to get people nervous, man. You're going to cause a riot in the comment section, brother. But nah, we good. We good. But yeah, so going back to today, like not really too much popping. My first strategy wasn't validated. Second strategy went against us. It is what it is. We move on and we live to fight another day. For those of you that made some money today, that's dope. Other than that, not too much going on, lackluster price action. So we came, we did what we could do, and we live with the results. Really that simple. Really that simple. So anybody have any questions for me? Any questions for me? Remember, you have until Friday to get your FX replay accounts and be ready to jump into this back testing session that we're going to have. Still haven't decided a date yet, but that's coming. So any questions for me? Any questions for me? Any questions for me? For me. All right. Well, if we don't have any questions, we're going to get out of here. Short day today. It's kind of been like this with the war. Everything going on. I mean, it's been very lackluster over the past, 2 months? Yeah, over the past 2 months. Bears need a win? Yeah, I know, right? He's trying for POTUS. Man, I would be. Can you go over the tip of the day again, please? Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. No problem. That's why I always ask, like questions, anything we have. All right. Tip of the day today was price does not owe you a trade. So we were talking about with this one, Sneer, what we were talking about is never being detached to expectations. That's why the tip of the day is price does not owe you a trade. So we never ever want to come to the charts with expectations, right? We want to detach from all expectations. We only take in what the market gives us. So no expectations on the amount of money that you want to make for the day. No expectations on, absolutely Kick Rocks. Yes, sir. You know what it is. We also do not want to have expectations for if we're going to take a trade. Like price has to dictate what we're going to do. And it does not owe us a trade. No setup, no trade. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's just the way that it works. No, I'm coming into the market, I got to make 300 every day. I got to make 400 every day. No expectations. We have none. Every day we sit down, it's a clean slate. We're just looking at to see what the market is going to give us. Because price does not owe us a trade. It does not owe you a trade. It does not owe me a trade. So just keep that in mind. So that's pretty much what it was. And it was basically the whole premise of this is to understand that there are no expectations in trading. That's what this whole talking point was about, the tip of the day, that there is no expectations in trading and to make sure that you detach from all expectations. I'm getting better, however, I still expect from market will get over soon, hopefully. Yeah. In time. All that happens in time. But that's why we work on this every day, right? We have to work on this every day. The only way that we're going to overcome all these different things that we deal with when it comes to getting over particular possible bad habits from trading psychology or whatever the case may be. We have to be working on this skill every day. That's why we do question of the day every day. That's why we do tip of the day every day. And we constantly are talking about psychology in here from all different angles. That's the whole point. Hey, U.S. POTUS, you would push for healthy lifestyles, and I know that maybe you would make it affordable. Absolutely, absolutely, Morbid Drifter. And you know it. Oh, you're welcome, Sneer. No problem. Trent, can you list your indicators once more? Got my pen and paper ready. No, no problem, my brother. I'm not going to even list them. I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to pull them up. And if you want to copy them, you can, or actually you can do this right here. So I only use, let's do this. So this is what I use on my chart. FVG by Nephew Sam, simple moving average, 50, regular VWAP, which is volume weighted average price, and swing high, swing low, right? These are the ones I use. So on the indicators, I can show you what they look like on the indicators. So I would say screenshot this real quick or take a picture of it. And then when you go in indicators, I'll show you exactly what they are. So the swing high, low, that's this one right here. Swing high, low support and resistance by Pattern Smart. This is this. All right, that's the first one. The next one will be VWAP session. It's just this one right here, volume weighted average price. So this is this, VWAP. SMA 50 is this right here, simple moving average. Simple moving average, SMA 50. And then the other one is fair value gap, FVG Nephew Sam, is this one. And those are really the ones I use. Oh, Scalp Guide Risk Reward Tool. That is, where is that at? So, no, not this one. I mean, it's here, but you would have, if you're in, I believe you're in Inner Circle. Then I believe you're in Inner Circle, right, Mike? Yeah. You can go into Scalp Guide's resources and just get it. You can get that there. If you have an issue with it, just DM me, and I'll shoot it to you. It's real simple. But those are really what I use. Don't worry, this PO3 thing, this middle, like I'm about to delete this. I don't even know why it's there. Kill zones, I don't really use kill zones, but it's just there. I don't really need it, but it's just there. I don't really use that. Order blocks, I play with the order blocks every now and again. I like to see where the order blocks are, just because it's a pretty cool indicator, but I don't really use it that much either because it doesn't really coincide with my strategy. So really all I use is real simple. I use 4 indicators. So blue line, 50, yellow line, VWAP, these FVGs, that's FVG Nephew Sam, and then these swing highs, swing lows, these dots up here that you see on the swing high and swing lows. That's really the 4 indicators that I use. So let me know if you got all that, Mike. I don't want to jump off unless you got that, my brother. Just let me know. Perfect, bro. Perfect. Yes. So with that stated, we're gonna get out of here a little early today. Hopefully, man, at some point we can get some better price action in here and, be able to go back to taking 3 to 5 trades a week, not 1 to 2 a week. It is what it is. I ain't complaining. I'm just saying that I would like to get back to, get price action, get back to where it was, to where we can hopefully get our same amount of, high probability setups. What you got, Jay Royal? Talk to me, my guy. What you got, my brother? I got a question for you too, but I'm gonna let you give me your question first. What do you eat for breakfast instead of? So I was messing with him this morning, right? So before the call, because he called me. So before the call, I was like, man, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and I was like, just tell everyone in the comment section that I said, let them know that I had to warm my Pop-Tart up. Let them know that is my ritual before the live stream. Every day before the live stream, I eat a non-frosted strawberry Pop-Tart. And he just started laughing. He's like, I'm going to tell him that. So, but no, so before stream, I do not eat anything, literally. I'll get my exercise in the morning. I do not eat anything. I exercise on an empty stomach, and that's pretty much it. Well, that's not true. I drink ginger lemon. I have ginger lemon juice that I make. I drink that with honey before I work out. I work out, and then I probably won't eat again till, well, I haven't eaten at all. I won't take my first meal probably till about 9, sometimes 10, sometimes 11, just depending on what I got going on for the day. I'm not fasting today, so I'll probably eat about 9 o'clock, and that's it. So no Pop-Tarts for me, my guy. No Pop-Tarts for me, man. But yeah, so I got a question for you, Jay Royal. What trades have you taken today? What trades have you taken today? I want to know. What trades have you taken today, sir? Did you take any? Did you take any trades today? Be quiet, Siri. Siri over here talking. What's going on? Jay Royal, what'd you take today, my brother? So the chop box to the downside. Break. Okay, got you. That's right. You did take chop. That's right. Okay, cool. That's it then, right? Then the 15-minute. Got you. So you took the chop box and a 15-minute banger. Got you. Well, the good thing is we live to trade another day. With that stated, I think we good for the day, y'all. I think we're gonna get up out of here unless anyone has anything for me. If you have any questions, any concerns, let me know. Let's get those addressed before we move on to the next day. If nobody has anything for me, then I went to take another trade. Then I got out and I said, new day, new me. Got you. Okay. Well, anyone that made some money today, I'm glad you were green. Other than that, if you didn't trade today, you still did well. You still sat on your hands. You exercised discipline. You exercised professionalism. You treated trading as a business. That's what's most important. How do you use Asian to New York for 3 hours? How to use Asian to New York? How to use the risk and reward indicator? Okay, cool. Risk reward indicator. You would have to be in the inner circle to get that. If you're in the inner circle, DM me and I can shoot you the resource, and it's very easy to set up. For Asia, you're talking about when I'm doing bias, Kiara, I use, so let me break this down for you. Same to you, Soak. Thanks, my brother. So we do 5. So when we're doing our bias, it's 5 to 9. Remember, I'm on Eastern. I'm on Pacific time. So you got to reflect this to Eastern or Central time, wherever you are. So for me, it's 5 to 9. 5 to 9. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Remember, this is from last night. Remember, the market opened at 6 right here. 3 p.m., which is 6 p.m. Eastern time, right? So 6 p.m. Eastern time is when the market opened. So market opened. So boom, 5 to 9, and then we go 11 to 2, and then what we're doing is we're looking, this is what we're using for our bias, Kiara. 5 to 9 and 11 to 2. So 5 to 9, this is the beginning of Asia at 5. This is the beginning of London at 11. This is not the full Asia session, of course, and this is not the full London session, but this is our cheat code on what we use to find bias. So what are we doing within these time frames? London starts at 11, as I stated. Asia starts at 5. What are we doing? We're looking to find if London took out Asia's high and Asia's low. That's what's up. That's what's up. Josh Stretz, game changer. That's why I said, I know my sis don't like it, but that book is amazing. So once we mark off 5 to 9 and 11 to 2, we're looking to see if London took out Asia's high or Asia's low, one or two or both. And depending on that, lets us know what we're looking for, what our bias will be for New York session when New York session opens. That's why we do this. So 5 to 8, 11 to 2. If it's Eastern time, it's going to be 8 to 12, or 2 to 5 a.m. Right. If it takes out both, right. If it takes out both sides, we're looking for price to be choppy. Absolutely. We're looking for price to be choppy, and we're also looking for price to be choppy, and we're also looking for a possible reversal. Where are my notes at? Let me just read it again, because I always have to go through it just to be sure. No. That's why I had to check. I was like, I wasn't saying that correctly. So if it takes out both London high and London low, the bias for the day is that we'll be looking for New York to make a liquidity grab and then reverse. If it doesn't take out either high or either low, if London does not take out Asia high or Asia low, then we look for the market to be choppy. So if London takes out Asia's high, we look for the market to be bullish. If London only takes out Asia low, we look for market to be bearish. If London takes out Asia high and Asia low, we're looking for New York to open, make a liquidity grab, and then reverse. If price takes out, London does not take out Asia high or Asia low, then we look for New York to be choppy. So there you go. There you go. There you go. Sat on my hands, still up 230 for the week. That's what's up, Soap. That's what's up. So other than that, anybody have anything else for me? Anything for me? Anything for me? If not, we're going to get up out of here, and we're just going to hopefully come back tomorrow and be able to get some trading in. Yo, it feels like I haven't really been trading that much. It's crazy. Just like I said, we're in weird times. It'll all pass. But yeah, other than that, I think we had a great session today. I appreciate everyone that tapped in with us. And like I said, if you made some money today, I'm glad you did. If you didn't, I'm glad you protected your capital. Today wasn't really an opportune day to really be trading. You can see price action. It's kind of all over the place. Other than that, y'all have a blessed remainder of the day. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all as always. Shout out to our co-founders, the Edge Funder co-founders. I always say at Juvier. I do that like every other day. I don't know what that is. Shout out to our Edge Funder co-founders. Shout out to the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scalp God, my brothers. Without them, we wouldn't be here. So keep that in mind. Other than that, man, y'all have a blessed remaining of y'all day, and we definitely will tap in tomorrow. Hopefully we get some better price action and be able to make a little bit of money. Other than that, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be good. Yee.